All right, across the street of Cotman Ave. Used to be a Dollar Tree. Now it's an AutoZone. Across the street's the Roosevelt Mall. We're going to get that on the way back. We're going to go down this side. Yeah, guys, it's the long rectangular one. Makes the car excel when you're sitting there not doing anything. Oh, look, the tuxedo shop's going. Breaking Philadelphia news. It's now a pharmacy. Everything's medicine. Isn't that weird? Like, retail goes away and you got to fill the space with something. And what's more profitable than medicine? I don't know. Not much. I was trying to think of something. I hear you. Pothole patrol. Check this out. I can't even, on my old scooter, I would just zip right through them. And now I get off. I walk. I point it out. I can't. Oh. Not a big fan of this scooter. I can't tell you how much I do not recommend the Highboy S2 Pro. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Over here is Artifacts. Artifacts was a tobacco shop. Some people call it a head shop. They sold papers and all types of stuff to help you smoke your tobacco. And it was opened 48 years. 1976 is when it opened. And it just closed down shop not too long ago. And iconic, well, not really an iconic store. It's just, you buy your, the bongs, the pipes, the whippets, all the stuff you buy there. It was weird. They would sell all the stuff, but if you said that you were going to smoke a jazz cigarette, but if you used the word Mary, I don't want to say the word on YouTube because sometimes it's weird on YouTube. You can say it, sometimes you can't. But if you ever talk about the actual green stuff, they're like, no. We don't do stuff with that here. We only sell tobacco, not stuff for the Mary. And you're like, why are we pretending? Why are we doing this undercover cop ploy? Over here is PC Richardson's son. My friend Powers, he was the spokesperson for PC Richards. He was like the, like if you ever saw the commercials on TV, you would see Powers. And he's a really nice guy. He works for radio station Fox Sports, The Gambler now. Really good dude. One of the nicest dudes I know, honestly. And he worked at this store, and now he's pursuing his dream in broadcasting. Very good. Right? Is that nice to know a nice story like that? Look at this, new scooter friend. Oh, I wonder if he'll trade me my scooter for his scooter. Food truck way here on Bustleton Ave. A lot of food trucks. They must be doing something there good because the three of them have been there for a while. It's a big produce market. Oh, hello, scooter friend. Wow, you're Mox. Well, two guys on the scooter. I would never do that. Matter of fact, I have a strict rule in my house. Like sometimes, like the kids will need to go to the corner store for something, and they're like, "Yo, Dad, let me borrow your scooter," and I'm like, "No, you're not going to borrow my scooter." And they always, why can't I borrow a scooter? Guys, because that's how I make a living. I ride a scooter for a living. I wouldn't let you borrow my camera. And you're going to go to the 7-Eleven, just leave it on the ground, and somebody's going to steal it, and then I'm going to be angry at you forever. So how about we just stop that, you know? Right here This is Lotus Hair and Design, and this used to be CDs to Go, and this was a record store. My buddy Nick, who owns a record store to this day, he owns a store called Long in the Tooth at it's like 22nd and Sampson's, right next to Helium Comedy Club. So when he was in high school, he worked at this record store as an assistant manager, and then it was like his whole life he's been working in the music industry, selling records. He has a great record store. But yeah, I used to get drunk in here. I slept in here, and this used to be Nick's Roast Beef right here. It's like a roast beef restaurant, and now it's going to be, well, everything. There's like everything on the Cotman Ave is chicken. They're opening a Cluck You here, a hot chicken here. There's another chicken place near a gas station. Everybody's cutting out the red meat. There it is. The Burlington Coat Factory used to be a Clover. You come back to Clover over and over. And now it's a Burlington Coat Factory. On the other side used to be a Toys R Us. Now that's a... the hell is that? A Raymore and Flanagan. Ain't that depressing? Yo. I don't know if I like this. You got to keep your apartments up to a super high standard if you're going to name your property management company the Lord's Way, right? I'm just looking at the building. I don't think they're... I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I'm not necessarily sure God would put his name on that property. I'm sure there's other places. Or actually, the whole goddamn planet's his planet. So, uh-oh! Oh, no! Oh, no, Jim! Huh? Jim almost got into an accident. You all right? Oh, no. Yeah, double parking on the corner. That's bad. That's a bad idea. I would move up a bit. These Amazon trucks, they're going to get people killed. All right. Here we are. Northeast High School. I was just here. Why was I? Oh, there was a shooting. Uh-oh. And I think some of the kids who went here, I think some of the kids got shot at a bus stop. This is Northeast High School. Whenever I go to Northeast High School, I always have to talk about how Tony Danza filmed a reality TV show at this school. It's called Teach by Tony Danza. It's fucking incredible. It's one of the greatest TV shows ever. Tony Danza, you know, famous actor, Who's the Boss. He taught a bunch of kids here, one class. He had one English class. And the kids were so mean to Tony Danza, he would go home and cry. And it was the best show ever. I highly recommend. I don't even know where you find it. There are times I lay in bed at night and I go, ooh, let's watch Tony Danza Teach. And you'll be surprised. It happens at least 4 times a year. And I can't find it anywhere. It's the greatest TV show ever. So you know what else? Know what else I watch? Turtle Man. I like Turtle Man. You ever watch Turtle Man? He's a guy. If you have a pond and you have a snapping turtle in the pond, Turtle Man, he would get the snapping turtle out of the pond before you killed it. I don't know. It was, anyway, great TV back in the 2000s. And Tony Danza still comes back and he does the talent show. Hey, Mona. Are we going to do the field? I guess we'll do the field. Well, yeah, you know what? I haven't really ridden this off the beaten course yet. Let me, And look at this. See this? This is the you pull this on the field and it makes the sand level. That's a pain in the balls. That was really heavy. I spent the summer of 1992 on these bleachers. I went to summer school at this place, and they for some reason the school put me in the learning disabled class, and I didn't say anything because I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. And then 2 weeks into the semester, the principal of the summer school said, hey, you're not supposed to be in the learning disabled class. Why didn't you say anything? And I was like, oh, I wasn't paying attention, I guess. Or maybe I was in the bathroom when they said that. And so he goes, listen, I just need you to show up every day. If you show up every day, I'll pass you. He goes, I don't care if you're late. You just got to get marked present. So every day, I would take the bus in with my friend Mike. He would go to first class. I would sit in the bleachers, and I would listen to Howard Stern all day. I would listen to Howard Stern. Sometimes Howard would go to 11 in the morning, and summer school was over at noon. It was the best. So then I passed the classes, and I never, what was it? What did I pass? It's probably English, because as you can tell, I can barely talk it. I was English, and I think science. I think I cheated on biology, right? Don't need that. I was telling Cheryl that the other day. I was like, I wish they didn't waste time on algebra and trigonometry unless you want to go into medicine or science. Like, I never really needed. I cheated all through high school. So math, algebra 1, algebra 2, trigonometry, and calculus. Yo, I passed calculus, and I can't do x plus y equals 1. I couldn't even tell you, and it doesn't matter what it is because I don't need to know how to do that in my life ever. And but I was smart enough to know when I was in theater class, if I broke into the math teacher's room and I had a bunch of money on me, I could run down to Kinko's and copy the answer key and sell the answers to all my friends. And yeah, I have a bunch of dumb friends who I don't know any. None of my friends who I went to high school with, none of them are scientists, so that's all right. Yeah, trigonometry. What? My very last test I took, my teacher, Mr. Bell was his name. Jesus Christ, did I torture that guy. He's probably dead. And if there's anybody I could ever just say, yo, man, I'm sorry I tortured you. Because I really, man, we tortured him. And so the very last test I took, he goes, I want you to show your work. You got to show your work. I said, all right, no problem. And I said, give me some scrap paper and I'll show you the work. And dude, I answered everything in 2 minutes. And then I just stood there. I sat there for 2 hours just making up bullshit. And my handwriting's sloppy. He goes, I don't understand any of this, but whatever. I'll just get you out of my class. And that's how I passed. Have Lee's Hoagie House. Oh, that's not there no more. That's funny. Dimension Sports Bar, above there used to be a place where I went to AA meetings. I have a little bit of a drinking problem. It's not it's not crazy, but I can't, once I have a beer, I can't turn it off. So I just don't drink, right? That's where I'm at in life. A few years ago, about 20 years ago, I was really bad. I was drinking every day. And I went to a few AA meetings there. I didn't like AA. Just putting it out there. I thought it actually made me think about drinking more, because we were talking about drinking at the meetings. So it probably made me drink again. Very controversial. Right down here, this used to be the Orleans 8 movie theater. Somewhere around here. Where I saw everything here. I saw everything at Orleans 8. I saw a movie the other day. What movie was it that I saw? Not Trading Places. Not 48 Out. Beverly Hills Cop 4. I saw Beverly Hills Cop 4 the other day. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Beverly Hills, Eddie Murphy, when I was a kid, he was my hero. Eddie Murphy Delirious is one of the greatest stand-up comedy specials ever made. It's crazy. I used to be doing a thing when I would meet people who were in their 20s. When I was go ahead, hon. Okay, you wait there. When I was in my like late 30s, I would turn people in their early 20s on the Eddie Murphy Delirious, and it's crazy how many people don't know about that special. Some people don't even know Eddie Murphy's a stand-up comic. You know, she knows. All right. So now we're at the Roosevelt Mall. The mall has gotten a revamp. Oh, the Claire's moved. Oh no, that is the Claire's. The mall has gotten a remodel. And it's been here, I think it's been here since like the 60s. And trying to think if I worked anywhere in here. GameStop I worked at. EB Games I worked at. Oh, look at this. Sprouts. That's kind of like a Whole Foods. That's a pretty upscale supermarket, I think, right? I remember when they opened the Sprouts in South Philly, one of the Kardashians or Jenners went shopping at the Sprouts. It was all over the news. I think she was dating Ben Simmons at the time. I could be wrong. As a matter of fact, I hope I am wrong, because if I know anything about them, I hate myself. I mean, it means I hate myself, because I actually know a lot about the Kardashians. Her interview with David Letterman on Netflix, I found Kim Kardashian. I found it to be really entertaining. Yeah, the Key Hut's still here. This is the longest store here at the Roosevelt Mall, the Key Hut. How many people need copies of keys? I don't know, but the guy's been in business for over 40 years, making keys, doing watches on batteries. There has to be something else going on, right? All right, or he must just be very good at his job. This is another spot where all my friends used to go skateboarding. There's a Macy's right here. Down there is where all the military centers, that's where they had military, what is it? They had recruitment centers, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, right down here, look at this, the McDonald's, new and improved. Oh, they got the $5 meal now at McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's. If I was going to go to a fast food spot, if I had a choice, I'd probably go Wendy's. Wendy's, Burger King, maybe Taco Bell. Yeah, I never crave a McDonald's. My kids, every St. Patty's Day, you know what they do? Oh, Dad, we gotta go get the Shamrock Shake. And I have a whole thing in my head how mint isn't a dessert flavor. So I'm anti Shamrock Shake. And I also hate, every time you try to go looking for a Shamrock Shake at McDonald's, the goddamn ice cream machine is broken. It's a great YouTube video I saw. I forget who did it. It's another guy who does like news type videos. You can look it up. Why are McDonald's milkshakes machines always broken? And it's like a whole scam on how McDonald's tries to make money off their franchisees. More trampolines. Yeah, nobody has a pool anymore. So far I think I saw 2 pools on lawns. And for every one pool, I've seen 10 trampolines. I just got too much anxiety for a trampoline in my life. I don't know what the people do, I'll tell you. They'll leave the trampoline out all winter. All winter. And then, well, sometimes it snows in the winter. And then the snow sits on the springs of the trampoline. And then one year, maybe 5 years into owning a trampoline, when the kid you bought it for, who used to be 7, is now 12, you put on a few pounds, broken trampoline, broken leg, because the spring is rusted. There's another trampoline. I'm not cheering for kids breaking their leg. I'm just saying, I'm like Nostradamus. It's going to be a plague in the city in 5 years. Children with broken limbs. Over here is Pennypack Park. Back in the day, I used to hang down here with my buddies. This is where all my friends, when we used to hang at the Roosevelt Mall, we used to go drinking sometimes. Drinking's bad. Remember I told you I had a drinking problem. Well, it started in my late teens. And it started, it probably did. It did really get in the high gear right here. There it is. Yeah, there were definitely some nights. Me and my buddies would come down here and, we would be drinking. We'd try to stay quiet so the cops wouldn't stop us. Sometimes we would get some patio furniture and sleep down here. Who used to live around here, not in one of these blocks, a few blocks over, Sylvester Stallone, and more importantly, his brother, Frank. They lived in this area of Northeast Philadelphia. There's a high school up here. That's where I think Sylvester Stallone went there for a little bit. And they didn't live in Kensington. They lived in the Northeast. And his house, the house that Frank Stallone grew up in, and his brother Sly, you could buy their house. It's for sale. And I do know that if you watch the Sylvester Stallone reality TV show, I don't know, I think it's on Netflix, that Stallone does go to that house in that TV show. I don't know. I saw that show. We're going to go past Lincoln High School real quick. Wow, this is an epic. Lincoln High School, Northeast High School, all in one video. Yo, Ma! We didn't make plans tonight, did we? I realized that Perry the Puppet sounds just like the guy who watches the YouTube channel with my mom. It's funny, some people don't know who Perry the Puppet is. Isn't that? I'm not going to explain who.